Friends, welcome. Today's video I'm going to show you how I installed the countertop, got the sink in, and the stove. Alright, so I had my work table down in the wood shop and I threw an old mattress on it, little twin size mattress. Took the countertop, flipped the countertop upside down in that mattress to protect that edge. Now it's been, I don't know, 4 days, I guess, so it really takes 30 for it to cure. I don't want to scratch it at all. I'm going to scratch it eventually, but limit it as much as I can. So anyway, put it on the mattress and sanded all the little drips on the bottom side. Took me about a half an hour sanding. I went 80 grit, 100 grit, 220, so it's pretty smooth. Wiped it down with a rag to clean it up a little bit. And then, so now we're going to put it on. Going to mount the sink and put the stove in. The sink, will put the faucet and hook that up with water. I haven't run the propane yet, so I can hook the stove up temporarily like I kind of have been doing, but I won't have the real setup until propane goes in. So, all right, let's see it coming into the bus. You ready?
Yep. I don't know if I can crawl up these stairs while carrying it. Turning it. So dusty. There's that edge.
A little dusty. What do you think?
It's pretty.
Not bad. Alright, so in the other videos you saw that little small RV sink. Oh, I got it kicking around here. This one. And, it was okay. It wasn't great. Interesting, some of Julie's friends came up over the weekend and they were talking about their camper, and they said that, yeah, that sink they have is small, but it's kind of worthless. So this is kind of nice, but you can see my, I don't know if you can see him or not, it's dark in there. This support here I got is too big, so I need to completely take it out and maybe install a vertical one, because I'm worried about the strength of it, although I shouldn't need a whole lot of strength because I got 2 inches of oak there. Maybe I'll just take a jigsaw and cut a little lip on this side and a little bit in the back, and that will give me room to drop that sink in, I think. Maybe. Actually, what looks like I have to trace this whole thing. Alright, that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so getting ready to, still kind of working on installing the countertop, so Undermount Sink, so I got the cabinet flipped upside down again. God, this makes me nervous. Scratch stuff, I got towels underneath it. But Undermount Sink here, and been underneath there and looked. I guess this is about as good as it's gonna get, trying to line everything up. I'm gonna draw me a picture, trace the outline of the sink. Figure out where these mounting brackets go. I'm gonna pre-drill my holes. Alright, so I think that's how the brackets will go. I just took a little pencil and... Nope. Marked a line there, so now I can drill a hole. I think I'll start with a small drill bit just to make it easier. Keep it from walking all over the place. You got these little tiny inserts. Well, not that tiny, but tricky to find the exact size drill bit. I think I kind of got it. little tear out there. And now we're going to wipe down the edge of the countertop and the rim of the sink with some denatured alcohol. Clean it up. Now a bit of caulking around the edge here. Now we'll drop the sink on, following the exact same lines we had before, in theory. Alright, we'll try to flip this thing over and set it somewhat in spot without breaking it or myself. Like I said, it's like a swimming pool in there. I'm going to put the drain in as this little screw. Not really a screw, but it's got those big screw threads in it. I don't know, hopefully I got a screwdriver that's wide enough like that. This comes out. This goes in the drain, and this got a little gasket here. Maybe you don't need plumber's putty anymore. I don't know, it seems like back in the day, you used to always use plumber's putty. That goes in there like that. This goes underneath. So we'll see how tight we can get this. Now try to find a really wide screwdriver. I didn't find a really big screwdriver yet, but maybe in my travels I'll find a piece of metal that will work. So in the meantime, I'm going to put the faucet in, which means drilling a hole through the countertop, which again tends to stress me out. So I'm going to go right there. Yeah, I don't like this. That's a spot though. Yeah. I have bottomed out my hole saw. That's not ideal. Got it. Alright, on my spans here underneath, I drilled holes that are about almost twice the width of this lag screw. And I got a fender washer. And I'm going to pre-drill the holes underneath the countertop. That way this fender washer will hold the countertop in place, but it'll still kind of allow it to swell as the wood's going to move and grow, and a little bit with moisture and things like that. That way it won't crack when it moves. So put these in now, secure the countertop down. Then I can hook up the faucet and put the stove in. countertop secured. Now we can work on the sink. Put that down through there like that. Just stay. And we put on the washer, the ring, and the lock nut. Now we got water. Temporary drain. Screw down the stovetop. Alright, so there's our countertop install. I don't know if I forgot. So they just screwed a piece of live edge oak onto the back of that. I'll put a bead of caulking there. And I guess the next part for this is to work on the face frames and the drawers and doors here. So it's really nice having a functional kitchen here in the bus. So thanks for joining along with the video. Appreciate your watching and your support. So subscribe if you haven't, like if you haven't. Do all those things that you do. And until next time, we'll see you later. Thanks.